How to come up with ideas and know if it's writable or stupid. The first answer to your question is there's lots of different ways to come up with ideas. The way that I find the easiest and the way that I generally tend to default to the most, and again, it's just easy to do and it's fun and you can do it pretty much anywhere, which is taking random words and then shoving them together. And so in my experience, a lot of writing and a lot of ideas in general, just tend to be 2 or 3 words combined in an interesting way. And so, an example that I often use is a unicorn. Like, what is a unicorn but a horse plus a horn? That's it. What is a lightsaber but a sword plus light, right? And so you could come up with a never-ending amount of ideas this way, right? Like, you could take random words like an abstract idea like death, and then a physical idea like a quilt, and then take those together, you have a death quilt. So what is a death quilt? I don't know. Sounds terrifying. But then this kind of brings me to my next point, which is, how do you know whether an idea is stupid or not, or if it's writable or stupid? Essentially, and also in my experience, all ideas generally tend to start from a place of being stupid. For example, the idea of the death quilt that I just came up with sounds stupid. Like, a death quilt, what does that mean? The other thing that I've learned as well is that while ideas may all begin as bad ideas, there are things you can do to develop them into good ideas. And the way that you do that is by asking questions. So, for example, we just used the death quilt, right? We're creating this quilt of death. The way to start to make this a more interesting idea is to begin asking questions. So, what is a death quilt? Well, I guess if I had to guess, there's probably, there's many different answers to this question. But if I had to guess what a death quilt is, it is a quilt that you place over someone to kill them in their final moments, right? So there's, depending on how you answer this, is going to then create other questions. So then, okay, if this is a quilt you put over people in their final moments to inevitably take their life, who uses it? And so then my answer to that would then be, well, I think death uses it, right? A lot of times death is depicted with a scythe, but what if death was depicted as someone with a quilt who comes to comfort you in your final moments? And while the death quilt placed over somebody is a bad thing, because we're all sad when people die, it's also something that can be used to comfort the dying person in their final moment. And death is there not to just kill them and take their soul, but to comfort their last moments on earth. And suddenly that death quilt becomes a little bit more interesting. And what's cool is that you can then continue to start asking more and more questions. So then you can start asking well, why does death use a quilt? Why not something else? And you can start to create this whole world. You can start to ask more and more questions, and you can start to expand this idea. And suddenly we just went from the idea of a death blanket or a death quilt to death uses blankets to comfort people in their final moments. And then you can just continue to expand this idea until you have something that's really cool and it's part of your world. The natural progression where I would take this is that this is some sort of religion in a world where death, in our world, death is often depicted with the scythe. In this world, perhaps death is depicted with a blanket as a caregiver. It just is interesting. It's a little bit more interesting as opposed to, what it is on its own. And so how to come up with ideas, take random words, stick them together. How to know if it's writable or stupid. All ideas start out as stupid ideas, but on the flip side, all ideas are writable. You just have to explore them. You just have to ask questions, and you just kind of have to pull them apart to see what makes them interesting, to see what gives them life, and then see how they end up fitting into the world that you're creating. And through the process of asking those questions, of exploring it, you're going to keep developing more and more ideas that are going to be a part of a more cohesive set of ideas. And then, my last piece of advice there too would be to just keep writing, just keep exploring new ideas, keep throwing random words together, keep asking questions, keep being curious. and keep writing. That's the answer. So I hope that is helpful, and I hope that answers your question. If you have follow-up questions to this, or you've got some kind of writing questions of your own, please leave a comment down below. And while you're down there, please like and subscribe for more writing videos just like this one. Otherwise, thanks for watching, be well, and keep writing.